So, I forgot to do my, weekly check in, as I call it now. Last week, I talked about addiction and my struggles with it. Some of you commented your own. And like I said in that video, my goal for this series is to kind of be community driven, give my experiences. Hopefully, you guys are comfortable to share your own. Not that you have to, but I thought this week I wanted to talk about education, schooling, career, because that's like the biggest one of the biggest decisions you'll make in your life is obviously what you want to do. Now, you're gonna be told all throughout your school, childhood, go to college, and I would highly recommend if you know what you want to do young, and if you are really sure about it, which is the issue because a lot of people nowadays, media, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whatever, they're constantly gonna ask you, what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do? Like, what do you want to aspire to be? And, okay, for women, women do develop faster mentally than men. And that's just a common fact. For men, our brains aren't developed until we're 30. And it's kind of ridiculous that people really expect you to know who you are, what you want to be, and where you want to go at 18. Like, it is impossible. Those of you that know, like, what you want to do and that, all the power to you. Like, you know, Woody's gamer tag is a YouTuber. He does a PKA. If you guys are aware of that podcast with Kyle, FPS Russia, Taylor, and they usually have another guest on uh, every week. But like Woody had um, like a weekly mail-in series where he would kind of just sit down and discuss topics that his audience would bring up to him in his series, which is what I want to do because one it lets you in more on me, my life, like who I am personally, but it lets me get to know you guys and that. But back to education and that, like it is a really big commitment to go to college. Like most of these degrees, man, they are getting pricey. And with the economy where it is now, like selling a bunch of kids on, hey, spend this amount of money, go through this education system that has so many flaws, and you've been living through it for the last 12 years, might as well give us another two, another four, and put you in debt. And like I said, if you have a plan, like if you want to be a doctor, if you want to go into trades, if you want to be a lawyer, these are things you will have to stay in school for. Well, I mean, I don't know. With most trades, though, there are different programs. I have friends that went into construction, went into mechanics and that, and you are able to make a decent amount of money in those jobs. The problem is, though, is that when you make a lot of money when you're younger, not a lot of people know how to spend that money. Truth is, nobody knows how to, properly manage money until it's way too late. I put myself in that especially. I am very poor with money. I'm trying to work on it, but everyone does. But like, say you're able to, for instance, I'll go with construction. basic carpentry, building houses. You can get a decent entry level, 18 to 20 bucks. You can work there. And with a trade too, you are working while you're gaining that knowledge. You're beyond making the money, you are also adding to your physical skills. Because the problem with education is that knowledge is only as powerful as you use it. Like, you know, obviously, again, if you're gonna become a lawyer, you need to know the law in and out. If you're gonna be a doctor, you need to know the medicines, you need to know the procedures, because, you have other people's lives at risk. And events like that, you know, I think it's very popular though that people want to find a career online, whether that's you know, um, what's the word? Like a stay-at-home job, marketing, uh, call center, anything like that. A lot of people want to find a way to work from home, be optimal, and save as much time as you can. I myself, I've been committing to this YouTube channel. Obviously, it hasn't paid off yet because I'm not monetized. But over the last 2 months, I'd say I've really been taking it seriously, and with content creation and that, if that's what you want to do, there are, obviously college courses, individual courses you can do on editing, you can do on marketing. There are genuine programs that can help when it comes to social media, building a brand, and all of that. But the truth of it is that we live in a day and age where anybody can find out anything they want instantaneously, right? You can go Google whatever you want at any time, you know, like that. The whole John Deere thing, right? I'll use that as an example. Before all these computers and that were implemented, a lot of farmers were able to, through gaining their own knowledge from family members, people they work under, they're able to gain skills beyond what their profession is that can help them in different areas. I mean, a farmer is kind of a jack of all trades. You're doing manual labor. You're responsible for keeping your land up to, you know, code as far as health and safety. You need to make sure your crops are growing efficiently. If you have livestock, you need to manage how much you're saving and how much you're selling off. Like, there are definitely other avenues than these stupid courses that most of these colleges are offering. And we can get into the gender studies and all these pointless degrees that are out there. And I feel like, for most people, when you hear that one, you automatically know that degree probably won't help you get an actual job. That is the issue that many young people face, including myself, because obviously I've contemplated going back to school and that, but for me, learning inside of a classroom did not work. I had good grades all throughout school, but that was because I was copy pasting everything from Google. Shout out to what's that one? I used it for English Quora notes, something about that. But like, it was basically a website you can go to, look up any book that you're doing a report on, and there you go. You got all the notes you need. now you guys have AI. AI came out like a few years after I graduated, which I mean, I know teachers are getting trained on how to spot it, but if you know what you're doing, you can get away with it. Um, that being said, though, you should put your own effort into a degree that you are chasing. Well, that just again goes to show how useless and how broken our education system is. Even in Alberta, where I live, especially, education has been a hot topic for a while. We had the NDP come in who spent a lot of money on social programs, on education. But the problem with spending money is that basic economics, you need to make more money than you are spending, and that was not what that government was doing. And then we added a conservative government, and more or less the same shit, sadly. Uh, but anyways, that's politics we don't really have control over. But like my advice to somebody who is like 16, 17, 18, even younger than that, and you're thinking about what you want to do, like what you want to go into, like I said, if you can make that career path, if you can dig into what institutions and what places you can gain that knowledge from. And who even knows? You might be able to find somebody you can apprentice under and be put directly into a good environment, a good job. Like, you, it's a matter, and this goes for anything in life, career, job, education, partying, whatever. You need to determine whether the payment you are getting out of something, whether it's a job, and that's more than money, whether or not that environment and that position is making you happy, is somewhere where you can see yourself visibly working yourself up. Like a big one is people who work at, like, say, a McDonald's, Tim Hortons, Wendy's, whatever fast food place, and they work there, they work their way up to management positions. Some of them even buy their own franchises, even multiple franchises, and they are able to work their way up that way. But it all depends on, what your skills are, what your values are, and whether or not that job, that position matches what you're going for at that time. But yeah, it's it's definitely a subject that I find needs to be talked about more, obviously, because it has to do with, the next generation and the skill sets that they are able to put together. Because, the the kids that are 16, 13, 14, 15 now, they're going to be running the country soon. They're going to be in these positions of power. And it's you can see a lot when it comes to what's being focused on now and what is important to people. It's definitely concerning that, you know everybody is told to go to college, but you look at the statistics of people that are graduating with degrees, it's getting lower and lower every year. Enrollment in general has gotten lower and lower every year. And you can say what you want about all college should be free and that, which there is ways you can make it free. I mean, come on, we're sending trillions of dollars to other countries. If we put a fraction of that into anything in Canada, in America, in Britain, any of these first world countries, you can make, the universal health care that America has been wanting for years. You can make a really efficient education system. But it's all about making money. It's all about saving money. And, yeah. It's difficult, though, as, the general public, I'll call us, who don't have, many silver spoons and don't have these hands in these different job opportunities and education opportunities. It's it's definitely a strange world we're getting to. My advice though would be, like I've been saying throughout this video, at least have I would say four main career ideas from when you're out of school. I think only having one screws a lot of people over because you're gonna go into that field, you might not like it, and then boom, you're spending another year and a half trying to figure out what you want to do. Like I said, trades is probably your best route, especially if you're a young guy. You can make so much money. Go into the oil patch. Oil patch is probably the biggest thing where I'm from. You can make like 20 grand every 2 weeks and then come home. If you're somebody who is antisocial, the rigs are, it is a money field for young people that just want to go work hard while they're young, rack up some money. But it's about saving that money and investing that money into things that will, over time, put you in a position where you don't need to work, Whether that's a 401k, whether that's stock, other stock investments, crypto, if you want to throw crypto in there, even though, I don't know, there's way too many scams in crypto. I guess if you're only investing in the main coins, it can work out, but I don't know. All in all, though, I kind of think I'm saying the same thing over and over again. My advice would be, like I said, keep a few ideas in the back of your mind. Don't feel rushed, though. Like, women, you guys do figure out, you guys do develop faster. You guys are, able to figure out what you want to do quicker. But for guys, man, I'm 20, and scientifically, men aren't fully developed until we're in our 30s, and you know, most of us, that's looks like a while away, but definitely comes up quicker than we think. But I don't know. I just wanted to make this video. I completely forgot to do this video on Friday, but we have the Mike Tyson fight. Again, let me know in the comments what other topics you'd like me to talk about. And like I said, I want this to be more of a community-driven um, uh, playlist, or frickin' whatever you want to call it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Yeah, later.